Fantastic Four First Steps, the newest movie in Marvel's lineup, is honestly very amazing. I loved it. I thought it was
Hello,
great.
everybody.
And
Welcome
it
to
felt
Alley
kind of
Cat
refreshing, to be
Entertainment's
honest.
first ever
Like,
movie
don't get me
review.
wrong,
Thank you for
Thunderbolts
being
was
a part of this
awesome. All
historical
the previous
moment
movies
in
where
my
heroes
channel.
team up means a lot to me. But in my opinion,
And I hope
this
I get to
movie,
improve every
while
time I
watching
release a
it,
video.
it just
So
felt
please, by
nice
all
to watch an
means, be
established
ruthless in the
team
comments.
let me know what it
Within
did
the Marvel
wrong.
universe,
But
instead of
aside
just
from
kind
that,
of
slapping
let's get to the
together all
movie
these
review.
heroes who've like heard of each other maybe or haven't heard of each other. They fight, kind of like the typical stuff. But in this case, they've been working together for a long time. And the movie does a great job doing like a spark note type of thing within the first like few minutes of the movie to introduce the Fantastic Four. Because almost everybody knows a lot of these heroes and their origin stories. So I personally appreciate when a reboot is in the works or comes out like Spider-Man and they don't do the whole intro, the origins. Like, we already know who it is. So I very much appreciated that. And honestly, the story was pretty good. Like, it wasn't complicated, wasn't too hard to follow. It's your classic, Galactus is coming here, and the Fantastic Four has to stop him. And speaking of the Fantastic Four, the team itself, all the characters, in my opinion, were very well, like, represented and stayed true to their characters in the comic books. I'm not an expert in, like, Fantastic Four comics and stuff, so if y'all disagree, like, the true comic guys out there, that's not how Human Torch should be or the Thing or yada yada, then, if anything, you know more than me. But from what I saw and what I've seen of the Fantastic Four in like past movies and what little comics I've read of them, I thought it was really great. Reed Richards seemed like, well, clearly the smartest guy like in the world, as his nickname is. But he does have that kind of like social awkwardness a little bit, to where he may be smart, but he's still just human, which is a nice scene in the movie where the Thing and him kind of have a one-on-one, where he's just kind of telling him like, hey, you may be smart, but you don't have all the answers. Like, remember the driving test? You failed that. So it was a little funny, like, little thing saying kind of, we're a team and you can't do this all by yourself type of moment. And with the Thing talking about him with Mr. Fantastic, I thought he himself as a character was really great. And there is some conflict where, of course, he doesn't like how he looks because clearly he's a rock. And he just kind of has to accept that, which he does. And it's not as kind of like a thing that they put in the movie. Oh, pun right there, a thing. Anyways, they don't make it too much of a thing where he's like really struggling with his looks and stuff, like from what I remember in the first movie. But overall, really great character. Like, one thing I gotta say about the team is that no one character overshines the other, in my opinion. The Human Torch, he's really awesome. Funny dude. Like, he's always been portrayed. Only thing, though, I feel like they made him, like, the butt of the joke a little too much within the movie. Like, I don't ever remember him really being kind of that guy that gets dunked on by the whole team, and he just kind of like, well, what? I don't really remember him being like that. But aside from that, I thought Johnny Storm was portrayed pretty cool. And last but not least, we have the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. To be honest, she was a pretty pivotal like character because, well, one, her and Mr. Fantastic are having a baby, and oh my god, the scene where she is giving birth in the spaceship after they confront Galactus to try to stop him before he gets to Earth. When the Silver Surfer is chasing them, and she like her water breaks while they were talking to Galactus and they get back on the ship. Oh my god, that scene was intense. I felt so bad that she had to give birth while running away and trying to use her powers to get rid of the Silver Surfer. It was just intense. And honestly, I think it was one of the best moments in the movie because of just the scenario that she was put in. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine the amount of stress and just like the contractions that she must have fucking had. And it's wild. But she was great. Like the whole team was great. Like I said, not one person outshined the other, in my opinion. I thought everything was pretty split evenly. And yeah, like the characters are great. And like to get to the story now, it's like I said, it's a simple story. But the action scenes that were in there, honestly, just pretty good. And the only other major like action scene that happens is towards the end of the movie. And it's just of course when Galactus comes to Earth to um so sorry to backtrack a little bit. I know very amateurish, but this is my first video and I apologize. But Galactus wants Mr. Fantastic's and Invisible Woman's child because it has some cosmic power that he needs because he could transfer like his curse of like being forever hungry to this baby and it'll free him. So but of course they said no, which is why they had the whole chase scene and yada yada. For us, my apologies. But now that I'm gonna say Mr. Galactus, but Galactus gets to Earth, that's when everything fucking hits the fan. So Fantastic Four, their idea is to teleport Earth to another place in space that'll take Galactus like millions of years to get to. But as they're getting everything ready and he's about to show up, Silver Surfer comes in to just ruin everything. So now, after they finally get her and like subdue her for a short time, they have one machine left. So now the big idea is to get Galactus and teleport him to where they were supposed to go. And they use the baby as bait because, that's what he wants. So at a certain point, they do a bait and switch. Galactus figures it out. And the fight scene itself was really cool. I remember hearing a lot of people saying that it was like spoiled because they showed a scene of Mr. Fantastic holding like a pipe or something. And honestly, it's a telephone pole. It's the only thing that he like grabs to try to attack like Galactus. But yeah, there's nothing special about it. But the whole scene was cool. Mr. Fantastic doing his thing, stretching out, yada yada. Human Torch flaming his eyes, trying his best to like lure him into this place. The Thing just crushing all the stuff that he needs to. But honestly, if they did not have Invisible Woman, they would not have won. Because at a certain point, Galactus gets the baby and Sue Storm. And I'm sure like any mother, when their child is in danger, just kind of like loses her shit. And she just starts like overusing her powers, pushing this mofo back to the machine. And of course, like any good superhero movie, they get the job done. Galactus is gone. Woo. But only thing is, Sue Storm overdid it and she fucking kicks the bucket. I know it's not a laughing matter, but this is where we finally see the baby's powers. And the baby, although no one really knows his powers, he like brings his mom back to life using the cosmic energy force. And after that, job well done. The Earth is saved. And the Fantastic Four goes on living as usual. So now that I did a poor job telling the story, I gotta give my review on it. And for right now, I think I'm gonna do like 5 stars. Not saying that's the score, but like if I like a star system, 5 stars. So I'm gonna give this honestly a 4 out of 5. And that's only because, in my opinion, if there was like some more action scenes, firstly for me, I think that would have jumped it up to a 5 because I didn't really have any negatives with it. It was fun and like I would love to rewatch it again, like if it comes out on Disney Plus and stuff. So that's my only reason why I don't give it a 5 out of 5. I just wish it had a little more action within it. But aside from that, great movie. Characters were done great, and I'm just excited for the new Avengers Doomsday. Like I cannot wait. And yeah, thank you for gripping your teeth and being here with me in this very terrible first review of my channel. But like I said, I'm gonna get better. Thank you for your time, and I hope y'all have a awesome day.